Have you ever wondered why you see so many people in Disney with enamel pins? Today we're diving into the addictive, colorful, and fun world of Disney pin trading. But before we get into the video, go take a moment to hit the subscribe button on our channel. Hi Disney friends, it's Joni from Mom and Me and Disney, and today we are breaking down everything you need to know about Disney pin trading so that you are trading like a pro on your next vacation. Disney pin trading is a fun, interactive way to connect with cast members and fellow fans, track memories from your trips, and show off your personal Disney style. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've dabbled in a few trades, this guide will walk you through everything you need to know about Disney World pin trading, from where to do it to how to spot fakes and build your collection like a pro. So what is Disney pin trading? Disney pin trading is a fan favorite activity where guests collect and trade enamel pins featuring favorite characters, attractions, events, and even limited edition designs. The original concept began in the early 1990s and has grown into a worldwide hobby, supported officially by Disney and embraced by collectors of all ages. In Walt Disney World, cast members wear lanyards filled with pins, there are pin boards all over, and guests are encouraged to trade throughout their visits. So how do you get started in pin trading? Starting your Disney pin collection is really pretty simple. You can buy a starter kit. Many of the shops sell beginner packs that include a lanyard and a few pins to get you going. Another option is to choose a lanyard or display that you are going to carry around the parks. The lanyards are the classic choice, but some collectors prefer cork boards, fabric boards, or pin binders. And we actually use pin boards that we get from Pin HQ located right near Disney World in Winter Garden. Remember, pin trading is supposed to be fun. There's no right or wrong way to do a collection. Some people collect only pins they love of certain movies or characters. Other people collect certain colors or attractions. No matter how or why you are collecting, make it be a fun activity for you and your family. So where can you get pins? In Disney World, pins are basically everywhere, but here are some of the best places to find them. There are Disney pin stores available in all 4 parks and Disney Springs. Be on the lookout for Frontier Trading Post and the Emporium in Magic Kingdom, Connections and Pin Traders in Epcot, Celebrity 5 and 10 and the Dark Room in Hollywood Studios, Discovery Trading Post at Animal Kingdom, and Disney's Pin Traders at Disney Springs. Also, keep your eyes out for pin cards throughout the parks. There are some really great ones at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and most other merchandise stores throughout the parks are going to have some sort of pin selection as well. The next spot to find Disney World pins is at the resort gift shops. While all of the resort gift shops will carry some sort of pin selection, you will find the best and most unique ones at the deluxe resorts. That being said, if you are looking for a resort-specific pin, such as maybe one for the Caribbean Beach Resort because you're staying there, your best bet is to visit the gift shop at that resort for the resort-specific pin. The next place is to check out Disney Springs. You are going to find pins at World of Disney as well as the pin store on property. Another fun place located in Winter Garden is Pin HQ. This official Disney pin trading destination offers exclusive limited releases, starter packs, and collectible pins that aren't always available in the parks. And then the last thought here on where to find pins is to actually be on the lookout for pin trading events. Disney occasionally hosts special pin trading meetups and previews with rare releases. So now that you've gotten your pins, where are you going to trade them? First off, let me start by saying if you are collecting pins and you don't want to trade, you do not have to trade pins. Pin trading is, however, fun, and if you are looking for that experience, let's figure out where you need to go. Finding a great trade at Walt Disney World is all about knowing where to look, and luckily the opportunities are tucked into almost every corner of the resort. In the 4 main theme parks, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, the best way to spot a trading location is to keep your eye out for pin boards or pin boxes, usually stationed at shop counters, stroller rentals, or guest relation stands. While some cast members may wear lanyards or hip packs, many trading hubs are now stationary. Look for distinct, colorful boards such as hats, pineapples, or the classic Mickey-shaped boards near the entrances of attractions and throughout the merchandise and gift shops. Don't be afraid to ask a cast member, do you have a pin board available, as they are often tucked slightly behind the counter for safekeeping. The magic doesn't stop at the park gates though. Disney resort hotels are hidden gems for traders, with many resorts featuring large boards in their main lobbies and inside the gift shops. These are especially active during high traffic times like morning checkouts or the afternoon check-in rush. If you find yourself at Disney Springs, your best bet is to head straight for World of Disney or the dedicated Disney's pin traders near the marketplace. These locations often host the largest selections. So now that you have your pins and you're on the lookout for where to trade, how do you start a trade? Initiating a trade is as simple as a friendly hello, but there are a few unspoken rules to keep the magic alive. When you spot a cast member with a lanyard or a pin board, the best way to start is by politely asking, "May I please see your pins?" It is important to remember the look but don't touch rule. Always let the cast member handle the pins on their lanyard or the pin boards to keep things safe and organized. Once you've spotted a treasure you'd like to take home, simply point to it and let them know. You can trade up to 2 pins per person, per board, or cast member each day. When it's time to make the swap, if you're exchanging with a cast member, let them hand you the pin you are interested in and simply hand over the replacement pin. If you are trading at a board, they will often let you take the pin you want, but make sure they're telling you, and then replace it right on the board with the pin you're leaving behind. Sometimes you'll even encounter mystery trades where pins are turned backwards, and some cast members will blind trade these, and others will do trivia for your chance to nab those pins. Also, keep in mind that unless you are doing a blind trade, it's okay to say that you don't see anything you want and walk away from the cast member or board without making a trade. With the popularity of Disney pin trading comes a few pitfalls, including counterfeit or fake pins. Here's how you can do your best to avoid them. Check for official backing cards. Authentic Disney pins usually come on a backing card with Disney branding. However, this won't help you if you're buying pre-owned pins, as the boards and guest trading typically won't have the backing cards with the pins. The next thing to look for is the Disney logo on the back. Most of the official pins will include a small Disney logo or copyright stamp. Check to make sure that this is a clear image and that it doesn't have any blurred lines. Newer Disney pins, like the popular Hidden Disney series, will have Mickey-shaped diamonds on the backs of their pins as well. And while some have been faked, most of these are not. Next up, check for the quality of enamel and metal. Official pins tend to have crisp lines, vivid colors, and solid metal plating. Also, check for dips in the enamel by slightly turning or tilting the pins. Typically, those with flat enamel are the ones you want, and those with slightly loose enamel or where you can see it's not flat, those are typically fake. When in doubt, compare them to official pictures or consult a pin trading community for help. Now that you've started your Disney pin collection, how do you display them once you get home? Once you're home and ready to show off your collection, there are a lot of fun ways to display them. You can do things like theme shadow boxes with park maps or character art as a backdrop and your pins arranged around them. You can get cork boards and you can arrange them by trip or theme. You could also try picture frames with fabric backing to highlight your favorites. And then there's always collector binders that make it easy to flip through your pins like a book. Whatever method you choose, make sure your pins are secure, organized, and easy to rotate out as your collection grows. All right, Disney pin trading turns a simple souvenir into an interactive experience that can connect you with cast members, other guests, and your own memories. It's a little bit of a treasure hunt, a little bit of a social activity, and a lot of fun for people of all ages. Whether you're trading your first pin or hunting for a limited edition event release, pin trading adds a personal touch to your Disney World adventure. Enjoy your adventure in Disney pin trading.